The hidden history of the Great Wall of China.
Welcome back to the channel. Today, we'll embark on a journey to discover the lesser-known stories behind one of the world's most recognizable landmarks, the Great Wall of China. While most of us have heard of this massive structure stretching thousands of miles, often thought of as a military fortification built to protect ancient China, there is a deeper, more intricate story that lies beneath the surface. In today's video, we'll show you some of the hidden narratives surrounding its construction, its real strategic significance, and some surprising facts that will completely change the way you see this ancient wonder. Subscribe to our channel, leave your like, and turn on notifications. One of the first things to understand about the Great Wall is that it is not a single continuous wall. Instead, it is a vast network of walls, trenches and fortifications, built at different times by various Chinese dynasties. Construction began in the 7th century BC, but the most famous sections were built during the Ming dynasty, between the 14th and 17th centuries. They were intended to protect the empire from invaders from the north, such as the Mongols. However, an interesting fact that few people know is that many previous walls were built by warring states to defend themselves not from outsiders, but from each other. The history of the Great Wall, like the history of China itself, is a reflection of the region's complex and ever-changing political landscape. A common misconception is that the Great Wall was an impenetrable barrier, but the reality is much more subtle. In many regions, the wall was less a physical barricade and more a psychological deterrent. Some sections of the wall were little more than watchtowers connected by rough paths, used primarily for surveillance rather than defense. These towers were crucial in monitoring enemy movements, with soldiers using smoke signals during the day and flares at night to communicate over great distances. Thus, the wall was not just to keep invaders out, it was also to maintain control over vital trade routes like the Silk Road, which were essential to China's wealth and influence. One of the most overlooked aspects of the wall's history involves the workforce behind its construction. Although many people assume that soldiers were responsible for building the wall, in fact, a large portion of the workforce came from the general population. This included farmers, convicts, and even intellectuals who had fallen out of favor with the ruling emperors. Working conditions were brutal, and it is estimated that hundreds of thousands of workers perished during the construction of the wall. For this reason, some historians refer to it as the longest cemetery in the world, with many of the deceased buried within the structure itself. This is why the wall is sometimes called the Wall of Tears, a symbol not just of defense, but of suffering and human sacrifice. In addition to its military function, the Great Wall played a fundamental role in shaping China's national identity. It was not just a defensive structure, it was an imperial propaganda tool, symbolizing the strength and unity of the empire. The wall also became a symbol of China's decision to isolate itself from the rest of the world, serving as a physical and psychological border between China and foreign nations during various periods. The wall, in this sense, represents a complex mix of isolation and protection, a duality that has defined much of China's historical relationship with the outside world. The Great Wall is also the subject of many legends and myths that have been passed down from generation to generation. One of the best-known stories is that of Meng Jiangniu, a woman whose husband was forced to work at the wall. Upon learning of his death, she traveled to the place and cried so sadly that a part of the wall collapsed. While this short story is almost certainly a work of fiction, it speaks to the emotional toll and human cost of such an enormous project. It serves as a reminder of the countless lives affected by the construction of the wall. In today's world, the Great Wall is both a testament to China's enduring strength and a reminder of the sacrifices that were made to create it. Although much of the wall has fallen into disrepair, only about a third remains intact. It continues to capture the world's imagination as a symbol of China's rich history. This ancient structure is not just an engineering marvel, it is a reflection of the complex social, political and cultural forces that have shaped China for more than a millennium. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more fascinating deep dives into the hidden stories of the world's most famous landmarks. Thanks for watching this deep dive into the hidden history of the Great Wall of China. We hope you learned something new about this ancient wonder and its fascinating history. Next, we'll explore more hidden stories from around the world, including forgotten civilizations and mysterious landmarks, so stay tuned for upcoming videos. Thanks again for watching and we'll see you in the next video.